Hello there, I'm Ashmanix.
And I'm MemeDoc. I'm interrupting you already.
It's as smooth as butter as how these always go. This is The Endless Watch, episode 1.
But it's the second episode.
Yes, because the last episode was episode 0 where we were talking
Gundam
about
Zero. Oh my god, I get it now.
No. No, there's no Gundam Zero thing in there. What are you talking about?
Can you hear my bubbles fizz? If I hold it right next to the mic, it's like ASMR. Can you hear it?
You're really annoying me. I kind of want a fizzy drink. No, it's too early in the week for this. I'm not going to have a fizzy drink. I'm going to have my
Satisfying.
water. Maybe we should record these later in the week when I can drink fizzy drink. Well, it's not. I mean, there's no hard limit, but I don't like. I try
Is
to
there a law that I'm unaware of?
I try to limit how much fizzy drink I drink. Aren't you the meme doc? You should know this. Like, the less fizzy drink you drink, the better.
Look, my genuine medical advice on this. If it tastes good, or if it feels good, or if it makes you happy in any way, it's bad for your health.
Oh. So why are you drinking fizzy drink?
It makes me feel good. Also, it's very hot right now. You know this as well. Like, wherever you're listening in the world, we are currently having an uncharacteristic heat wave, which is making both of us sweat.
Yes, it is really warm.
It almost feels otherworldly.
So was that supposed to be a reference?
Yes.
To
the colonies.
Oh my god,
I feel like a colonial.
Terrible. Wait, what? Oh, so much to unpack there. So much to walk around. Oh, so many eggshells to walk around. Anyway,
Surely it's hotter on the colonies because they're closer to the sun than the Earth.
They have better air conditioning.
Maybe.
Welcome. To the podcast. This is episode 1, The Shooting Star She Saw. So, we've talked about the premise before, but we'll talk about it again. I think we'll do it at the beginning of every episode, just to recap. We watch an episode of Gundam Wing, and we talk about it. That's basically it.
Yeah.
So we watched episode 1. Did you watch episode 1?
I did watch episode 1. Both of us have done the same thing and watched it twice.
Because it's been so long.
Such a long time.
Should I actually check? I would assume... Wait, what is this? Oh, no. Something is not right here. I'm confused.
Why?
Oh, no. Ignore me.
Did you watch episode 2 by accident?
No, I was just looking at... So we've created a YouTube channel for this. So you might be listening to this on the YouTube channel. And it's actually done surprisingly well. We have like loads of subscribers.
But if you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please do, because it really helps us out. By us, I mean Ashmanix, because I seem to have no financial connection to this entire operation.
What are you talking about? What are you?
I don't remember ever getting a paycheck from you.
But there's no paychecks to be given yet.
Why are we doing this then?
Well, because one day we'll get a paycheck and it will totally be worth it. I'll be like in my 80s by then, and it'll be like a paycheck of £100
for one advert watched on YouTube. 43 pence. So,
I mean, I suppose we can talk about the technicalities of YouTube's partner program. So, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna lie here.
Leaves me feeling like a second-class citizen, almost like a colonist.
These are.
I'm firing such great references at you. I don't know what's going on with you. How are we going to break down this episode?
These are terrible references.
I'm just firing things straight off my head.
It's almost like you watched one episode of a series and you're pretending to know the whole series. Wait, you've watched this before though?
I've watched it as a kid, and having watched episode 1, I'm like, my childhood mind was like a sieve.
So I forced myself to watch this in the English dub, which I believe you
Yeah.
did as well, because that was what we
That's
watched.
how we watched it on Cartoon Network back in the day.
Cartoon Network. Yeah, we'll talk about the YouTube stuff later. Let's get into this, right? The intro song, Just Wild Beat Communication.
Yeah, the lyrics were like insane. I didn't know what they were going on about.
They made no sense. With the subtitles, because when I watched it on Cartoon Network, I don't think they put on
No,
subtitles.
so this is my issue. I don't know how I watched this on Blu-ray via my PS5,
Yes.
and I was like faffing around trying to work out how to switch the subtitles on. I watch everything with subtitles. My hearing is going.
Oh my
And there
God.
were no subtitles, or I can't work it out. Either possibility is like very real here. But for whatever reason, I had no subtitles, and it led to lots of confusing moments. But the intro credits, they give you the subtitles anyway, and I was so confused.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do. Like, I was reading the lyrics and I was like, is that what they're saying? Because I'm like, do, 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 do. Like, I know the tune, right? But I'm terrible, I never pay attention to the lyrics. So, seeing the lyrics, so I was watching it. Yeah, I watched it just like you, where I didn't have the subtitles on. I'm watching it on Crunchyroll because I got you the Blu-ray set and I didn't want to
Oh yeah,
pay.
that's my payment. Thanks for paying me.
Oh God, they were not cheap. Also, oh, by the way, I don't know if we talked about this last time. It's the 30th anniversary for Gundam Wing.
Oh, no way. Hi,
Wait.
everyone. Welcome to the 30th anniversary of Gundam Wing. We're here to rewatch the whole show for this special occasion.
Why are you acting surprised? We know this. I told you this before, and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know this." But like, I genuinely didn't know this when I gave talked about the idea of doing a podcast on Gundam Wing. So I think that's maybe partly why the YouTube channel did so well, in terms of like getting like 1,000 subscribers in record time. So yeah, happy 30th anniversary to all the fans out there that watched Gundam Wing back in the day. Right. Yeah, I'm watching on Crunchyroll because I'm not buying another Blu-ray set. It's pretty expensive. And I have Crunchyroll. So I have the option for subtitles, but I don't use them because I don't know, maybe I'm a stickler for punishment.
I'll tell you my biggest confusion with the lack of subtitles when we get to talking about a specific character.
Okay. Right, I have made notes. This is I kind of hate myself for this, but I was like, no, the first time I watched it, I made a whole bunch of notes. So I'm going to use this as my guide. This was interesting. Oh my God, these characters, what the fuck? So I've got here, we get some sweet shots of the Gundams in the intro, lots of fights and explosions. A pose at the end of the intro, space colony wars. Oh yeah, and then it goes into like the history between the colonies.
Very quickly.
Yeah, it's like pretty
So brisk.
Yeah, do you know how they say show don't tell?
Yeah.
They were telling, not well, they are showing, but they were mostly telling. It's like the colonies, Earth went into the stars.
It just says a lot of facts, and you just have to accept them.
They
don't explain why. You just have to accept this is what's going on.
I feel it because Gundam Wing is like one of many series in the Gundam universe, or Mobile Suit Gundam universe. So I think it's taking that into account. The original Japanese version of this probably takes that into account. So you know what this is.
Yeah.
You know about space colonies and stuff. So whatever, get with the program. Whereas to us, we're like, what? Why is there so much colonies? What? So we have space colonies. There's multiple space colonies. Earth, I'm assuming, was in some war with itself as usual. It unified under the Earth, a federation or something, or the Earth Alliance. Actually, what's it called? I should have noted this. I didn't. Anyway, it's unified under one banner, and then they went, do you know what? Fuck those colonies and their independence. we're going to take over. And they've taken over using mobile suits, which the colonies apparently don't have. So, and they kind of like, it starts off with like, you see like a passenger shuttle being blown up and a colony being attacked and basically people being arrested and shit. And it's very reminiscent of World War II-esque. There's themes there, right?
Yeah.
Of a certain Nazi regime. So that's how it starts. Then it's like, but it's okay. The colonies have a plan. Project M or Project do they say Project Meteor?
Meteor, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, we're going to create 5 super advanced mobile suits somehow. I'm going to like smuggle them to Earth as meteors. And I'm like, this, when I think about this is a fucking insane. Like, so you're going to make the most advanced technological weapon you've ever made, probably put all your resources into it, and then fire it to Earth in stealth and hope that, like, so there's 5 of them, so I think the hope is that at least one of them lands.
I think the issue with this is when we first watched it, we were the target audience. Like, I was like 10 years old, and the like hero and all the other characters, they were older than me. They were like teenage boys, and they were like heroes, if you like, and like I was looking up to them and I wanted to be like them. Whereas now, as like someone in my late 30s rewatching this, I'm like, this is a very poor use of resources.
No, do you know, I'm going to disagree in that. Well, I'm not going to disagree in terms of your interpretation compared to now. I think it still holds up to a degree in the world of Gundam.
No, it holds up. I very much enjoyed it. All I'm saying is, like,
you think
the way you watch it when you're 10, you're like, oh wow, these characters, like, I look up to them, they're like so smart, all of this. And then now watching it as like a grown up, I'm like, why did they just put all their resources into 5 suits?
Well, okay.
Like,
to be fair,
like, it's a silly question. Like, you just have to accept this is the logic of this universe, because it's required for the plot to move forward.
So well, they don't explain it well, and I wonder if there's explanations in like the other series or whatever, because the difference between these mobile suits and the standard ones the Earth Federation have, and I need to check out what the fuck they're called, is that these are made out of Gundanium alloy, which is unique to this series. Gundanium alloy, I don't think is a thing in the other series.
Lack of subtitles. I thought they were talking about like the chemical element. What's it called? Gadolinium.
Mate, what?
And I was like,
why do you even know of that fucking... What the
So they use it in like MRI scanners. They inject it into your blood while you're having your MRI scan.
I suppose.
And I was like, hang on, wait, what? Gadolinium? What's going on? And then the second time someone said it, I was like, oh, Gundanium.
Also, yeah, well, I think it kind of makes sense if you have access to that metal and you have some like super geniuses. It's easier to make one weapon than it is to mass produce something under duress, because they're all like under control from the Earth. United Earth Sphere Alliance. That's what they're called. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Wait, I've got here. It's after Colony 195. Gundams from certain colonies sent to be disguised as shooting stars. 4 around. 5 of them get sent to Earth. So apparently after Colony 195, I don't know what that refers to. I'm assuming something really bad happened to Colony 195. But let me go through my notes, right? And let's see. So Zex is mentioned. Zex is
he's red coat, silver hat, right?
The Char helmet, silver helmet, or whatever the fuck that is. He's supposed to be like the Char character. I've not watched the original. No, I have watched some of the original mobile set where Char is in it, but he's that type of character. His voice is hilarious. I noted that he sounds slightly like Vegeta.
Yes, he does.
And I kind of love it. I'm like, do you know what, this dub? I have to watch it. This dub. It's like, it's got that kind of 90s charm of they did not give up. Just like, it's not polished. Like half of the guys, the soldiers that talk in this, right, talk in the most bored voices ever. Yeah. It's like, who's attacking? I don't know.
Yeah. I love it.
And it kind
It's
of
very
like,
comforting.
yeah, I mean, I suppose it's just like this weird quirk that you got used to. It's like nostalgic because of the weirdness that you're used to when you first watched it. It is mentioned that they're from, so Zex and his little shuttle thinking around Earth is from Oz.
Yes, that's their organization.
Which is I think Xeon is is similar. It might kind of give vibes of like Xeon, which is like an organization. It's not the same, but like they always have this kind of weird organization type thing because Xeon was in Mobile Suit Gundam, the original series. So yeah,
Do you know
there's
what Oz is short for?
Oz Osmond. I don't know.
Organization of the Zodiac.
That is weird. Why?
But that's why everything is named after the Zodiac. Like all
Oh, the Leos.
Leo, Aries, Cancer,
Ah,
all of them are.
why? Why the fuck did I not think about this? Also, when did they mention what Oz means?
They didn't. I googled it.
Oh my. Okay, well that answers that. Why don't they? I remember Zex. One of the first things he says is he is a true soldier.
About who?
No, he was talking about himself. He goes, "I'm." It
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
so stupid. It's like I'm. It gave me. It made me think of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
I'm a true soldier. It made like Liquid Snake.
Yeah.
It's a very Liquid Snake word. Sentence.
So I think what's interesting about this is, as a kid, I watched this, and my memory was this was a very like fast-moving, high-action cartoon. When you watch it now, my feeling was there's a lot of stillness, and it feels almost like, you know, when you get like a digital graphic novel
Yes.
and this small move. I was like, oh, this is like watching a graphic novel. There's lots of like still images, and the camera like pans across them, or just a mouth moves, or you know, that sort of thing. There's just one element moving in the screen.
Can I just ask you, do you watch much anime? Have you watched much anime since the
No.
times? No, right. So I'm just going to say
Is it all like that?
it's partly like that. This is more because this is the 90s, it was a different vibe. And this kind of has more of that to a degree. You comment on the chat, or I don't know, how does Spotify work? Wherever you're listening to this, do leave a
Yeah.
comment. What do you guys think? It does have a more chill atmosphere, though. It's a bit
Yeah.
like it's different. But and I remember in Dragon Ball Z when they were first showing it to the West, they had all these stupid scenes of just like pan shots of the scenery because they were trying to like really pad out. This isn't happening in Gundam Wing. I do feel though it does have that kind of chill atmosphere, but I do think a part of that is because it's anime and that's kind of how they do certain things. I'm just gonna. Oh, you know how you were saying these guys are like my heroes, these characters from the show, right? The main character's name, or at least the name he chooses, is Hiro Yui, and the first thing he says he does, or he attempts to do, is he sees a civilian shuttle in his path while he is trying to smuggle himself into Earth, and the first thing he says is, "I have to destroy it. We can't have any witnesses to him."
Yeah.
And I'm like, what a hero, eh? And he was
And then the way when the soldiers attack and he laughs as he kills them, I'm like, oh, he's not a good guy.
there's your hero for you. But also
Yeah.
that bit there, I remember it was in one of these Cartoon Network or CNX
Yeah.
or Toonami ads.
One of those trailer adverts, yeah.
One more to go. And it's like, yes, I need to clip that. He's an arsehole. I don't know why. It's a bit weird because he's like really monotonous. He has a monotonous voice. He's really calm, and then all of a sudden, random madness, random laughter, and then one more to go, and that's kind of out. It's a bit weird because he doesn't. He's not a mad character. No, he's mad for different reasons, but he's not crazy mad. If you know what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah. It gives off very much like indoctrinated child soldier vibes.
I don't know. He was like getting excited about. It was weirdly excited. Like everything else, he's like, right, I just need to kill them. And you'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen in the first episode how he reacts to everything.
Yeah.
Like it is very subdued. So that was weird. That I don't know if that was done just to like make an impact because it's the first time you see him really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that clip is seared into my mind from the ads, from the like Toonami ads and stuff like that from the show. So it did the job. So I've got here noted that Mr. Darlin is on a shuttle, and Rolina is fed up with Daddy not spending time with her.
So this was my first confusion with my lack of subtitles. When she said her name, like eventually I got that it was Relina, but initially I heard Melina, which is when you bleed into your stomach, digest it, and then poop out black blood.
Does everything sound like a medical issue to you?
That's going to be the theme of this episode. How many medical terms can I find in Gundam Wing?
Are you doing this on purpose? Like,
no, genuinely, this is just how my mind works. But I heard Melina, and I was like, that's a weird name, but okay.
Honestly, I might put on subtitles because it is hard to tell. But like our first establishing scene of Relina and her father is her being like, "Why did you spend time with me, Daddy?" And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Right? And just I mean, it's not that she's not justified. Like they've gone on some he's a politician or a leader or something, and he
looks like the King of Spain.
I don't know what the King of Spain looks like, but I guess he looks like him then. I didn't know that. Good to know. And he... Shit, you just like distract. He went to visit the colonies. He was supposed to do some work. He never got time to be able to spend with Relina, and she was all pissy about it. But there's some about her. Knowing her from the anime or what I remember, she's just super fucking annoying. And yeah, so that...
she was weird. And it was the way like on the beach.
Oh wait, don't. Let's get to that in time, because that is pure gold, right?
Get to it now.
Right, okay.
What's happening on the beach?
Right, no, wait. Let's carry on, right? So Hiro, I've done that. I've talked about he was going to shoot down the thing.
Then he had a fight with Zex.
Yeah, so he has a fight.
Lost.
So Relina sees it. Relina and her dad see they see the Gundam, and then her dad's like, "Oh man, that must be Project Meteor," because apparently the Earth Alliance, the Earth Alliance knew about this secret thing.
That it was a possibility. The way he was so like I can't remember a lot of this show. 99% I can't remember. But the way his reaction was so dull, I can't tell if it was A, bad voice acting, or B, he's like one of the bad guys and is like, yep, the colonies are going to do this. Or is he like secretly a good guy and is like, there we go, it's starting.
I would assume all of the above.
Yeah.
We'll
honestly find that eventually.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not going to spoil it either way, but I will say the voice acting is mega terrible for a lot of these side characters or like the non-main characters. Let me see. I did note Hiro apparently is getting live mission briefs because every so often his screen flashes red and he goes, "Okay, mission change" or some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is he getting? SOS message? Is he getting like Morse code or something? How the fuck is he getting messages? Must be text on the screen or something. Also, I did take a note. Ares Lightspeed. Zex wants to use his Leo ground battle mobile suit in fucking space in the atmosphere because he's badass. And he actually does hit Hero's Gundam. I think he damages it or he gets it. He's able to like not disable it, but keep it locked in by holding onto it, and then he jumps out of his suit while entering the atmosphere, which is fucking insane. It's all right though. He has a parachute that'll work apparently. But Zex is basically badass. Apparently they didn't realize that colonies could make mobile suits. So, and the Gundam was, I've got noted here, he was really shiny. Also, the gun it has is, so Hero's Gundam's gun is fucking overpowered. It takes out 2 Ares suits in one go. And I was thinking to myself, how do you power it? How is it powered? Does it have its own like nuclear power station in it or something? Because I know some of the stuff this gun does in the future. I remember bits of the series, and I'm like, what is powering that gun? It seems to have infinite power, and I kind of like when they make these manga or anime, right? The creators do put a lot of thought into like making some sort of pseudo science explanation for how the stuff works.
Yeah.
Or even like science that makes sense to a degree. So like, yeah, I'm kind of curious about that because it's apparently super overpowered. Blah blah blah. I've got Relina as annoying. I've noted that. So we've got the scene where Mr. Dorlin has arrived at the spaceport. He's surrounded by the press, and he's the vice something. Vice what? I don't know. Relina is annoying.
Yeah.
That's what I noted because she's like,
And
oh my god, it was like the General Septum. What a fucking name.
and you know the fact that she's annoying,
Yes.
and like we'll talk about these specific bits in a second, but the way she behaves on the beach and stuff, I was like, oh, this is like a weird lonely kid that doesn't understand anything.
Like, don't say about the beach though. Don't say detail
No,
about the
I'm
beach.
not. But like that's the impression I had of her. And then she goes to school, and somehow she's like the most popular kid, and I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, right. Well, we'll get to that because I was just fucking. A lot of stuff happens in the first episode when you think about it.
Yeah, it moves very quickly, and we get like lots of. I think it's good in that it is almost comic booky in that lots of things happen. We see all the characters; they all get introduced. We see action for every Gundam, and then we're left with a little bit of intrigue at the end.
So the intros of the other Gundams was a bit cheesy. It's like, I'm Troa, and I'm going to have to destroy you all, or something.
I got nobody's name.
They say their names. It's weird, right?
I know, but I don't know what anyone's saying.
I know. Oh well, put on the subtitles. But like, it's so weird, right? I'm like, why are you announcing your name to yourself in your suit when you're supposed to be undercover? They know who you are. Like, if you're communicating from a certain Gundam, whoever you're communicating knows who you are. And apparently, I made a note. Wait, where is it? Maybe it's later in this thing. Like, when they were introducing the Gundams. So when I watched it again today, I noticed that with Katra, who's in the Middle East, I think, he has a group of mobile suits. He has like a mini army of other guys working with him.
Yeah, that's why I was like, is this already a resistance that he's like brought on side?
So I think I'll leave it for the other episodes. I think we get a bit more about him because I think he is supposed to be like a prince of some Middle Eastern country. And that's why he's got those guys with him. They're like part of the army. Yeah, he also goes insane and does some really... He does something really bad, but I'm not going to say. We'll get to it when we get to the episode, and hopefully you don't remember, so that when you see it again, it will be interesting. Okay, so we get to Relina. So Relina, General Septum's like, we've got a car for you as well, to Relina, right? To take you home. We have to take your father to the meeting or some bullshit. And she's like, that's fine. I can find myself my own way home or something. I'm like, fucking hell, everything. Even the way she said, her voice actress is very good and making her a really fucking annoying character. So she's walking along the beach and moaning to herself, going, Father should make time for me. It's my birthday, Father, or something. And I'm like, cringe. I'll let you talk about this because this is what you were talking about, and I stopped you a couple of times for talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the way she like. So what happens is the hero jumps out his suit, he lands on the beach, and she just goes along and finds him. And I don't know. You'll have it in your notes, but I just remember thinking this is a really weird kid. Like, what's going on with her? And she like takes his mask off, and then clearly something insane happens. He tries to like suicide bomb himself, and then beats up a bunch of people and runs away. And she's just a bit like, well, that was rude. What did she say?
No, she doesn't. So that whole scene, right? Wait, let me see. Yeah, that whole scene was fucking insane, right? So yeah, she sees a soldier washed up on the beach, or she sees someone washed up on the beach, and she's concerned. She goes, oh my God, someone's washed up on the beach. I hope they're okay, type of thing, right? Runs up to them. She's like, that's a soldier's uniform. What's going on? takes the helmet off just because she's concerned, right? Which is, give her credit. If she was a typical...
No, go the opposite direction. If you're living in a nation that is potentially about to be attacked,
No, no,
and
no,
you see
no.
someone in an enemy combatant uniform, go
She
the
does.
other way.
She doesn't. A, she doesn't know it's an enemy combatant uniform. B, she doesn't know about Project Meteor. Her father does because he's like a politician or some shit. So she doesn't know. She just sees someone washed up on the shore, and it could just be a normal soldier. And to be honest, he's not wearing anything that makes him look like he's not. He's like from the colonies. There's no identifiable badges. So like, I gave her the credit of she's just helping someone out. She takes the helmet off. Maybe she in her head was like, maybe this is me going to find my romantic part. This feels kind of romantic. I'm saving. Maybe. I mean, she's.
Hashtag meet cute.
I mean, look, if I was on the beach and a woman was washed ashore in some military uniform and a helmet, and I was like, oh my god, it's a mobile suit pilot, I better go help them, and I took the helmet off, and maybe I'd
I
be
would
like,
not
oh,
be putting my fingerprints over the scene.
I don't know they're the enemy. Anyway, she does this. He
Even if they're not the enemy, it's potentially a dead body.
But she also she calls the ambulance because the ambulance comes, right? That's why the ambulance comes, because she called them. So she called them before she goes up to him. She goes up to him to give emergency aid, takes the helmet off. He's just like, huh! Like he wakes up instantly.
Yeah, he's
like, what the
surprised to
fuck?
be alive.
He's like, what the fuck? Shit, I'm alive. This sucks. And then he's like, oh no. And then he sees the ambulance people come in, right? And he's like, oh. And then he like shits himself, tries to kill himself. And it's so pathetic. It fails. It somehow explodes, but only explodes the unit and not the actual himself. He's like, what the fuck? And what does he do?
Maybe
he's
it
like,
got wet.
He was
in the ocean.
Oh,
so the explosive was less than it.
True.
Was going to be.
Very conveniently just left no mark on the uniform. But he covers his face. He's like, did you see? Did you see it? She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, if he's saying, did you see my face? Obviously, I saw your face. I just took your helmet off. But he's like, did you? And he's like using one hand to cover his face as if that's going to do anything. And then he's just like, ah, shit. And then he sees the ambulance come. And it's so funny, right? Can you imagine if you're a paramedic going down the stairs and this guy comes up and they're like, who are you? And then he like spin kicks them off the stairs, all three of them, right? He breaks the window of the ambulance. He breaks through the door window, like kicks the driver out. Dude, he like caused serious injury to all those paramedics. And then he races off in an ambulance. And I'm like, I mean, it's one hell of a scene. He's insane, and I felt really bad for the paramedics.
Yeah,
didn't you?
They're just like bystanders. Yeah. I felt bad for them, but I was also like, this is just further evidence that Hero is insane.
But well, he has no conscience.
Yeah.
And when the mission is all that matters. And then and to be fair, right, if he's raised in the colonies, and even if he was a normal person. Like
but I think he's been like child soldiered.
Oh yeah,
he's been told everybody on Earth is an enemy, destroy them all. So he's not going to feel bad about what he did.
So I don't think he's been taught to kill everyone, but I do think you're right. He's been trained from birth to be a child soldier, so he doesn't have any like empathy for the. I don't think he has empathy for anyone. Never mind the people of Earth, but he does all of this crazy shit. Right now, normal person would be like, "What the fuck?" Relina walks up the stairs, stares off to the ambulance that he's racing off with, and then she goes, do I have the note? Oh my god. No, I don't. Did I not note down what she says? She was like, she just looks at him and she's like, my name is Relina. What's your name? And at that point, I went, she's fucking insane.
Yeah, that was it. I remember that. And I was like, what's your name? And do you know what it reminded me of? What? My 2-year-old son. Because like he's got certain small sentences like, hello, my name is, what's your name? And like, if the postman comes and then like walks away from the house, he'll just stand by the door and be like, what's your name? What's your name? And I'm like, that's what I just watched. Someone with the brain of a 2-year-old.
I just saw it as someone who's batshit crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was like, she's just like, well, she's totally enamored. So basically, she's like fallen in love with a psychopath. And you know what? One could argue that this whole series is just about a woman's love of a psychopath.
Yeah.
You could.
The end credits were
Wait,
particularly
wait,
weird.
wait. We'll get to that, right? Because the this thing ends hard. But let me get to the point. We've missed our main man, Trey's Kushranada or whatever. So we have a fancy man. He's at a play. He is absolutely fabulous looking, extremely handsome. He's talking to our man, Zex, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Zex probably looks fabulous as well. He just wears the mask for sure. And they're having this chat. He is, he goes to have dinner, or he goes to a dinner. It's a meeting basically with the Earth Alliance. And from what I understand, he's a colonel in the Earth Alliance, but he calls his group Oz. I don't know if the Earth Alliance are aware or if he's like a
it sounded
contractor.
like it was a private organization.
But because he does dress differently, but they call him Colonel. So I mean, maybe Colonel's
like a private army. You know, in Metal Gear, like the PMCs.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I was getting.
Metal Gear. So yeah, his organization is called Oz. I noted that he did say to Trey's, he said, so this Meteor, Project Meteor, he said this would never have happened if we had started Oz 15 years ago. I don't know what that's in reference to, but it's basically like, if we had been here from the beginning, we would have been epic, and these guys just suck. But I don't know what age Trey's is, but he looks like he's in his 20s, and so does Zex. And I'm like, the folly of fucking youth. But I know what happens, and Trey's is supposed to be an epic person for some reason. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, people in their 20s, I think they're in their 20s, I might be wrong, but people in their 20s do not tend to achieve crazy greatness like characters do in a lot of anime and series. I'm like, you tend to be in your 30s or 40s before you really hit it big if you're leading an organization or even a cult.
But I think this whole thing, like, the target audience is for younger people, so it's like stuff that you can aspire to. Whereas to a young person, a 40-year-old is basically like a 90-year-old.
No, I think anime logic is bullshit. I think like we live in a world where we see you see people in their 20s that hit it really big. They are like, but they're also the what's the word for it? They're not the norm. They're the very kind of rare thing. So, and people look at people like Steve Jobs, who, I mean, I don't think he did he did really well from a young age, but I think he really hit out the park when he was a bit older. But people try to emulate it. We've had like Mark Zuckerberg and people like that who have done amazingly well in their 20s. And everyone's like, oh, we can do that. And they feel it's like, it's almost treated like the norm, but it's not the norm. It's really not. But anyway, I'm just moaning because I'm an old man. So, and I have achieved nothing. So maybe I'm just, I mean, no, I'm jealous. If I wish I could fucking look like Trey's Kushranada. I wish I could fucking wear what he's wearing and pull it off, look like him, and lead a private military organization called
Oz.
What was it? What did you say? It was
Order of the Zodiac.
Yeah, I mean, it's got such a lame name, but to call it Oz sounds so much better. If I was going around going, I'm part of the Order of the Zodiac.
It just reminds me of like the tire company.
What?
There's a tire company called Oz, isn't there?
Yeah, so there is. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, like, I don't know. He's pulling it off, and he has a military company. I don't know. He has a military organization that he runs. I don't know how he's done it, but yes. Oh, right. I think this happens after Hiro Yuya has his shit fit, beats up some medical personnel and runs away. So we see clips of. They talk about another Gundam being spotted, and then we get introduced to a character called Duo.
Yeah,
he's like the American guy. I think he has a very American accent, but I don't know if that's just because of the dubbing. He does sound cool though. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm Duo," and they're like, "Who you introducing yourself to?" Like you're in the middle of an operation and you're saying, "Hey, Duo here," as if he's like having fun. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, maybe they're all just psychopaths. They're psychopathic kids given weapons of mass destruction to just wreak havoc. Maybe that's the point, because the idea is just to wreak havoc on Earth, to weaken its military capabilities.
Maybe.
I've noted down there's a red and white Gundam. Is that Troa? And then who is he talking to? Because he's talking to someone as well. It's like, I'm Troa.
Yeah.
Or something. What does he say? He's like, I'm Troa and I'm going to have to kill all of you. There's the black and white Gundam. This is terrible, but this is how I'm classifying him. The black and white Gundam, Katra. He shows mercy. Yeah, he's like...
Yeah, he's like the one that allows people to surrender, which seems very opposite of let's beat up the paramedics.
Yeah, do you know what he says? Please surrender. So this is the one that has empathy, right? This is the one that has more empathy, I think, compared to the others. Or that's what you're supposed to see. And he's like, surrender and I'll let you survive. And see, to be honest, though, in a war situation, a part of me is like, if someone's like, surrender and I'll let you survive, I'd be kind of pissed off at them. It's like, it's kind of arrogance. But he had those guys outnumbered. And I'm pretty sure in the rules of war, most trained soldiers would know that they're beat and would just give up, right? Because you'll be taken prisoner.
Yeah.
They'll ask you your name, rank. I think you're allowed to give your name and your rank. And then you might get like exchanged as a prisoner at some point.
Yeah.
You don't like to the end, because it's not even like they're fighting for the survival of the Earth. Oh shit. What the hell was that? I just realized my cat is like literally around my legs. And it's dark and I couldn't see, and I was like, what the fuck's touching my legs? Luckily it was just Jobby. So yeah, he's the one that shows mercy, and then they're like, no, fuck you. I was like, that's insane. You just opened fire. There's a whole group of them, and he dispatches them, and he's like, I told you but you didn't listen. I was like, it's such a childish thing to say. It's like, are you surprised? Why are you moaning about it? Anyway, I'm just being an arsehole. Then, I think it was the last one, white, blue, and red with stretch arm. A stretch arm is Wu Fei, who is the one from, I'm assuming, China? Or the kind of, I'm assuming he's Chinese. Maybe
his surname is Chan.
Yeah, I don't want to but I think they are all from different parts. Well,
and he pilots Shenlong, right?
I think so, yeah. So they're all from different colonies, but it might just be that each colony originated from a different part of the Earth.
Mm.
So because Troa kind of come across as kind of French to me, but it might be British. I don't know. Katra is Middle Eastern, even though he doesn't. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes, which is interesting. Duo, I don't know. He has an American accent, but he doesn't dress American. Or maybe he does. He's got a really long ponytail. I don't know. And then Hiro is supposed to, I'm assuming, be Japanese.
Yes.
Or East Asian of some sort. So they're all from slightly different parts, or different colonies that are probably from mainly different parts of the Earth originally, as I see it. And I did note that they're all talking about specific targets they were supposed to attack. So Troa, or was it Duo, was supposed to attack the space station, the space docking station or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think they all had one target, and I got the feeling, I might be wrong, that was all they were supposed to do. They were just supposed to go in there, attack one target each, annihilate it, and then that's it.
I think they were then going to be sent more information. I was seeing this as like a rampage, like keep going until you, eventually get stopped.
Maybe that makes sense, because I was like, what a epic waste of people and resources to just send them to do one target, and then, well, I mean, I could believe them sending kids to die, because child soldiers is not a new thing in the world of humanity.
Yeah.
sounds harsh, but the actual Gundams, to have them sent to do
Yeah,
that
that's
one-off
what. It's
mission
like a huge amount of resource for a suicide mission. But
yeah.
maybe I don't know. They were like, if
Maybe
you
they
can
thought
knock these things out, it will then mean you can get out. And also, it's the way there's five of them and stuff. And I think they had to have contingencies. What if only one makes it? What if this? So I think it feels desperate, if that makes sense.
it is, but it's supposed to be, right. This is
Yeah,
their they can fight with numbers, so
yeah.
guerrilla tactics. The difference here is that they've got like weaponry that far supersedes.
I wonder if it's almost used like it's crazy because they're like giant robots, but it's almost like ninjas or assassins. Like they suddenly appear, and then they want them to disappear, and then be ready for the next mission, kind of thing.
So, getting onto that, yeah, you're probably right because we then I've got here we switched to school time with Relina. This is what we were really here to watch. Forget Gundams fighting, forget war, blah blah blah. We need to spend time with a rich
Yeah, for the
girl.
weird person that was like a 2-year-old on the beach, being like, "What's your name?" To then suddenly be like, "She's the most popular girl in the school." I was like, "What is
So
happening
look,
here?"
let me explain. It's very simple, and I've noticed this down. I've noted this down. They actually say it. She's the richest girl in the school. That's why she's popular.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone welcomes her, and they're all sucking up to her because they're kind of like talking about her. But when they're talking about her party and all that, she's like, "Oh, she's invited her." But there's like I feel like there's a subtle hint of like they're kind of just being a bit not arsy about it. It's like, oh yeah, she's invited everyone because of course she does because she's the richest girl and she can, right? Even though they're all from rich families as well. And I'm like, oh, this sucks ass. She comes in, and I think everybody welcomes her. Do they clap when she? No, they don't clap. But she comes in, and they're like, oh, hello, Relina, and I'm like, fucking cringe. Um, so there's some school stuff. We get to see Relina in a school uniform, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that ticks
Yeah.
a box in anime. Because I suppose we were school kids. Maybe it was aimed at school kids,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's aimed at middle-aged men that have a very dodgy
Mm-hmm.
fascination with
I
people
think
in
it was
school
school
uniforms.
kids. I think we were the target audience at the time.
Uh, I'm going to be honest. I think it's a bit of both, but maybe not from the manga artist, but definitely not from me. But I worry about that. Let's not go down the dark path of anime enjoyers and some of the weirder ones. That's a conversation for a different podcast. But so blah 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 school stuff happens. It's a fucking massive mansion building school. Looks like something from like the UK, some like super posh school based in the UK, which but I don't know where this is set. To be fair, is it Japan? Maybe it's Japan. But hey guys, also I did note that the teacher was a nun or dressed up
Yes.
like a nun, and I was like, oh, this is one of those like Christian schools. To be honest, they have that in Japan. Um, they have they do have like Christian schools that were run by nuns. I mean, in the UK we have it as well, right? Traditionally, they were run by like nuns and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and some of them have a shady history with the way nuns punished students and stuff. Unfortunate. But also, I think I saw some of them had good history in terms of levels of education. But this is a private school, and apparently they want to hire nuns as a private school. Why? I don't understand the relationship between nuns and nuns running a private school that clearly makes a lot of money. Or anyway, it doesn't matter. It's interesting. I think it sets the mood, though. I'm assuming it's a strict school and it's full of rich kids. So a new boy has started at the school.
And they introduced him to the whole assembly.
I mean, I think, was that not the class? That was the class.
Oh, it felt like the whole school assembly, the way it was
So,
like a lecture theatre.
yeah, so the classes are basically like lecture theatres because apparently if your school's rich enough or posh enough, that's how the classes are. It becomes like a college or a uni, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's just like, my name's Hiro Yu, as like the guy talks, and then it's like, oh, sit next to Relina, she will show you around. And now I was thinking, is that a code name he's used, or is that his real name? And a part of me thinks he's doesn't give a fuck and would just give his real name, but then
His real
also
name.
a part of me thinks he doesn't
Yeah.
actually have a real name.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
actually think he doesn't have a real name.
maybe.
Also, I had some questions. Why did he decide to go to school? Why did he go through the effort
Yeah.
of forging papers?
Because I was like, oh, maybe this is like was part of the plan anyway. He's got to go undercover and make friends with her because her dad's like a link something. And then when he was like, I'm going to kill you.
No, no, no. Oh, God damn it. He didn't say... Oh, God help me. Right. So,
No, because then
you've
this is the
jumped
whole
the gun
crux
a
of it.
little bit
I
there.
have jumped the gun, but like he had a really big gun. But the whole
So,
thing of
what,
I was like, has he just appeared here to kill her because she saw his face?
so,
And now everyone can see his face because he's in a
so,
school.
yeah, so he's an idiot. I don't understand. I feel like he's just trying to stay in close proximity of her, maybe because he knows that she's linked. He knows the link between her and her father, and her
Yeah.
father is important. Um, but the thing that he does, he sits right next to her, and she goes, "Hello." I don't know what she says. "Hello, how are you?" And right next to her, totally blanks her. And it's funny as fuck because I'm pretty sure I laughed because I don't think she's ever been blanked like that by students before.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And everyone else is like, oh shit, did he just blank her? Um, and then the best bit, which you kind of preempted me and made me sad. But anyway, at the end,
Yeah.
he is he is doing a boy band pose next to the balcony, right? On the balcony of the school. He's just sitting there with the wind blowing in his hair. Um, he's got his like arm up on the balcony looking epic. And then Relina walks up to him and literally an entourage of girls, I think an entourage of school kids, walk up with her, and she gives him an envelope and formally invites her to her party.
Mm.
And then everyone claps, I'm just like, oh, this is fucking lame. And then he just takes the envelope and rips it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do you know what? This is awesome. And then he walks up to her, right? And he like does this kind of like she's like, so she you see her hand, she's like shaking with anger, right? With all barely restrained anger because she's not used to someone not playing with her when she says, I want to play with dolls, or well, she's not used to being turned down for anything. And then he like, so there's a tear coming down her eye, and then he like catches the tear with his hand, and she's looking, and she's like, huh, right, like looking expectantly as if that, oh look, he's showing that he cares about.
Mm.
And then he just says, I'll kill you. And he walks away, and then it literally
And
kind
that's
of
when
like,
I thought he's done this entire thing just to kill her because she's seen his face. And I was like, again, could have just done this with a sniper rifle. Like, he shouldn't, but if this was what he was going to do, could have just. And that yeah, that's why I was like, I think because he's lost his Gundam, he has no way of communicating with his like handlers, who are the only people that can rein in his insanity. So now he's like totally going off on his own, and this is like the end result of his craziness.
so I took a note here, and when I watched this again, I had a thought. So they do this snapshot, right, when he's walking away, and her reaction showed like is a still frame of him walking away, and then her looking facing the camera, like shocked. It's actually a really good, like the music changes and everything when he says this, and
Yeah.
her reaction. It's actually really well done. And I just thought to myself, a new fetish was born in Relita because she just fell in love there. Like it's shock, but at the same time, I was like, I think she's just fell in love with a psychopath. Um, and because going forward she becomes obsessed, but maybe it's just that thing of she's become obsessed with the toy the quote unquote toy that she can't have.
Yeah.
Which is also, oh god, everything about her kind of sucks, right? I'm trying to think of redeeming things. I can't. She's just super annoying, and she's like super
No, yeah,
arsey.
there's no redeeming qualities
And the voice
at
actress
this
for her
stage.
is super monotonous, and I don't know if that's done on purpose, but like, it just like makes it really hard for you to like her as a person. On
Yeah.
top of her character flaws, now yeah, I mean, I had noted here. I think she just fell in love, but I literally thought I think a new fetish was born because she just like the shock, and oh, it's so funny. But you know, it's like that thing where someone one day realizes they like to be humiliated or something in public.
Yeah.
It felt like maybe that's happening here. It was kind of dodge, and I noted the ending credits were interesting.
So weird. It was like some weird montage of animals.
So I can't. Do you know? I didn't watch the ending credits. When I watched the second time, I did the first time, but I didn't watch it when I was watching it again today.
And like there was one point where she was stood. It was all Relina, right?
Yeah.
And it was all just her hanging out with animals. And there was a point where she was like stood next to a rhino, and I was like, why is that thing not
Oh,
killing her?
yeah, that was weird. So I've got in my notes, Rulina in the forest, question mark. She's wearing a summer hat and looking annoyed all the time. Wait, she
Yeah.
has a dog, question mark, lions, question mark. Is she on a safari? She's sitting on a rhino.
The whole thing's so weird.
And I'm like, right, this is just clearly an ending credits thing. They wanted to
and
do
I was like,
something
is this
around
related to
Rulina.
the story or just super weird? Like, what am I getting from this?
I mean, look, she's rich, so she would have got potentially gone on a safari at some point, and this is just like her. So this is maybe the attempt of the guy, the creator, to make Relina cute.
Yeah.
Maybe not actually. This is an anime specific thing potentially. So this is their attempt to be, look, she's cute, she's innocent, she likes to, be around animals, and she's curious and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh, you've got rich girl on a safari with fucking rhinos and lions, right? Which might have been like they might have like shot them with. Do you know? Have you seen this thing where, that I've not seen it lately, but it was in like I don't know if it's the 2020s or the late 20 teens or whatever, where there was a trend where people were getting photos next to like tigers and all that were sedated,
Yeah.
which is, in my opinion, super fucked up, right?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is this like her, like backstory, and she's like so rich, but then I was like, what was jarring was not that the series was realistic, because obviously it's all like sci-fi fantasy stuff, but there's like a certain level of realism. If you can like accept the randomness, you're like, okay, this is like the way hero is and blah blah blah. There's a certain level of realism, and then her playing with the animals is almost a bit magical, like she's like Snow White or something. That's why I was like, what's happening here? Is this like just her random like memories, or like a dream that she had? It was very confusing.
So like, yeah, I get it. Like, if they were trying to, it's like sometimes like in credits, right, they show a character in a different light from the main thing, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to kind of show a side to them. So what I got from this is supposed to be us seeing the cute and innocent side of Relina, right? Now, I feel like they ruined it by having her on a safari that only like rich assholes go on, in my opinion. Like the type of safari where you go right next to the animal, right?
Yeah.
And the animal's probably been like sedated with something so that it doesn't bloody try to kill you. Like I was just like, this is not doing it. If you just had her at the beach or at like a normal place, being a teenage girl or something, yeah, that would be fine. It would be a little bit weird because she's such an asshole in episode 1 that it's like so jarring even to see her in a cute summer dress being curious and just normal. I'm like, this is not her character. This is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole safari thing, I'm like, maybe I don't know. I should look into this. What was the decision behind the guys, because this might be anime specific. This might not be the way the manga was. It's like, what made them think we should do this with the character? Maybe it's because she's the only main female character, I think in the series, but definitely in the episode. And they're like, we want to do something cutesy, even though this is an anime where a guy is infiltrating Earth to destroy shit and kills a bunch of people. But this is maybe par for the course. So we get some narration then from Hero's character about the info for next episode, which is called the Gundam Death Scythe. Well, that's
I'm so excited for that. It's
so
probably my favorite Gundam of all of them.
What the the one that what's his name? Wu Fei?
Duo.
Is that Duo?
I think it's Duos, no? With the Death Scythe? I guess we'll find out.
It might be, no, because I did see a lot of Duo. Is that his? Oh yeah, because Wu Fei's one's got the stretch arm, right?
Yeah. His is Shenlong.
Shenlong, yeah. So Duo's
Long
one
arm.
is. Why are you teaching me stuff?
That's how I remember it. Long arm. Shenlong has a long arm.
Does Shenlong actually mean long arm?
No, I'm just saying, in the word Shenlong is the word long. And that's the one that has the long arm. That's how I remember it.
I thought that was actually what it translated to.
What does Shenlong mean?
Yeah,
Google.
check ChatGPT or whatever nonsense. Or Google gives you. Yeah.
It translates to God Dragon or Divine Dragon.
Yeah. I mean, Shenlong's the name of the dragon in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Right? So yes, episode 2, The Gundam Death Scythe. So,
Nice.
what are your overall thoughts for episode 1? How are you feeling? This is the first time we've actually dipped into the series.
Are you asking me or are you asking people to leave comments? I don't know if you care about my opinion.
So, now that you mention it, do leave comments, guys. How do you feel if you're watching along with us? But I was asking you, MemeDoc.
Oh, nice. So I liked the art style. I liked this whole sort of graphic novel feel. I liked how brisk it was. We got every character. It wasn't one of those things of like, you know, in another TV show, everything that happened in this episode would have happened over 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, we're going to get to the point. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. The action sequences were cool. And I am excited for episode 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly the same. I like the music as well. Like, it's not like epic, massive scores, but it's like just really well done for what it is. Yeah, the characters are mental, and I love it. Zex, Trace, Kushinaga, Hiro, Yui. Relina annoys the hell out of me. To be honest, I could do without Relina. And all the other Gundam pilots that we get glimpses of. Like, they're all hilarious. They're all interesting. They're all mental.
Yeah.
And I love it. And hearing the opening credit song was a massive nostalgia hit for me. It's a good start. I mean, as I expected it would. And but I'm also dreading getting more for Alina because she features a lot in the series.
I'm quite worried about her because as a 10-year-old, me finding her annoying is fine, but as like me now being like, oh, the 16-year-old girl is so annoying is like a different vibe.
Yeah, it's weird, and also she's supposed to. No, I think she's supposed to be annoying, but
Is she supposed to be annoying? Is it?
I mean, she was like, "Daddy, why? Well, yes, but maybe we were looking."
But are we supposed to be empathetic to her?
Oh, maybe we are, right? But it's hard to be empathetic. But then she goes to school. She's the richest girl in school. And you're like, well, I'm going to feel empathy for someone where everybody claps when she comes and she gives a fucking invitation letter. The little servants, they all clap for her. I'm like, fuck off. like there's no way, right? And the guy who, I'm pretty sure the guy, is it Tomino? I can't remember, the creator of Gundam Wing, or whoever, right? I'm pretty sure they're not like stinking rich and have massive empathy for like super rich kids. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's not.
We'll come to our own conclusion in the
Do you know?
fullness of time.
Maybe we are supposed to, because like she goes through an arc, but
Yeah, I'm like, is she supposed to be our hero? Because like, she's the coolest kid in school. Is that what we like wanted to be at that age? That's why I'm really confused
you
by
know, you're
what
right.
am I supposed to want from her?
When I was 16 or 12, I wanted to be the prettiest, or a pretty rich girl at a private school.
Yeah, and
who had daddy issues.
finally we get to talk about this because you've been, bottling this up for a very long time now.
Yes, I've always wanted to be, and I still want to be, a 16-year-old pissy rich girl with daddy issues. Daddy won't spend time with me. Dad, it's
He's
my
the king
birthday.
of Spain or whatever he is. That's
Wait,
why.
did she not, like, when she was walking down the beach, she was like, Daddy, don't you know it's my birthday today? I think she says that out loud to herself. She's fucking insane. Like,
so weird.
I just can't. I'm sure. I don't know. Do you know what? It might be the voice acting that's just like they really change it from the Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious, because maybe she doesn't
maybe
sound.
I should have listened to I might watch a little bit of it. I'm gonna watch the beach scene again, but in the original language,
in Japanese, with the subtitles. Give that a go, right? Maybe I should give it a try, because I'm like, is it just because her monotonous voice acting, it really makes it worse, right? Like, she's like, hello, my name is Relina. I'm inviting you to my birthday party. Daddy, it's my birthday today. You're supposed to spend time with me. I'm like, oh my God, you sound like you're about to pull a knife out and stab me about 200 times. Maybe it's the voice acting, because they do change the wording sometimes as well to make it work when doing translation. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. Like, yeah. Does it make it better? I mean, it's good to have a character you hate.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we'll wrap it up there. We're just over an hour. This is super long, but hey ho, it was the first episode. Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say about episode 1?
Nope. Just very excited for the death side and less excited for Relina.
I'm excited for seeing more Gundam.
Yeah.
And seeing Hero do more batshit crazy. They are. He is fucking insane.
It's so weird. It's totally not what I remember him. I just thought he was like this cool hero.
No.
He was a bit broody, like Batman, right? In my head, I was like, this is like a teenage Batman. And then when he was like all psychopath laughing, killing people, I was like, oh no, he's teenage Joker.
I remember this. So I was a bit older than you when I watched this, right? Because we watched it around the same time. I remember him being a psychopath. He was not the hero, right?
Yeah.
All the other Gundam pilots are more hero-like than he is by far, and they're still kind of shady sometimes, right? Depending. So he is insane. It gets better.
I know. I'm excited, but I'm just like, oh, like there's bits that I remember, but it's watching them again with like different eyes.
Nothing has changed. I mean, for me, it's just like I feel like I'm watching this in a higher resolution, in a sense, because
because you're 4 years older than me, so I think your brain was much more developed at that age.
Yeah, and I just like maybe I'm more cynical than you. I was more cynical than you back in the day as well. So like I was not easily blinded by look, he's coming in the awesome Gundam, he's hero, he's doing awesome shit.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, I like him.
Like I was just transitioning out of SpongeBob and into this.
What a hard fucking change, man. What, going from SpongeBob to this?
Yeah, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron. I was like a Nickelodeon kid, and then this suddenly appeared on my screen.
So you could have started with Pokemon or something. It's like, no, fucking Gundam Wing. Guy comes in and basically kills a couple of dudes in suits straight away.
Yeah.
Survives like hitting the sea at Mach whatever speed.
Yeah. And I was like, what is this?
He's so cool because he beats up some medical professionals and then kidnaps an ambulance.
Yep.
And then he tells a teenage girl that he's going to kill her in front of people and then walks off as if he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
This is the hero I want in life.
100%.
How did you become a doctor?
Because in the end, I was empathizing with a beat up paramedic.
You're like, in the end, what I realized is I wasn't Hero Yui. I was actually paramedic number 2.
Yeah.
He got beat up early on. So yeah, there you go. It's been good. I'm looking forward to it. I need to watch episode 2. Oh god, am I going to make as many notes? I'm going to have to because I forget everything very quickly.
Yeah. I'm just going off random memories and vibes. But you make the notes, because if you don't, then I'll have nothing.
Yeah, like this is probably the best way to do it. I'll make notes like a little bitch, and we'll use that as the framework to talk about things.
Great.
Well,
fun.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm Ashmanix.
I'm MemeDoc.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.